Come on! Take your time and breathe. Punch it behind your head. Nice.
What's going on, guys? Coach Joe here at the Lions Den, and a lot of you guys requested a clean and jerk tutorial video because I did the snatch tutorial for Brian Alsdrew. So what I'm gonna do today is break it up into different parts, and today we're gonna go over just the power clean and get you situated with that. So if you ever refer to a snatch or a clean in weightlifting, if that means the full deal, that means getting all the way in the bottom of the hole and standing up with it unless specified otherwise. So the power clean, we're gonna catch up onto the front rack and just get people used to doing that. From there, I'm gonna do a tutorial on the jerk, and then the last one will be putting it all together. So it's gonna keep it simple and effective for you guys, and hopefully you can take away some pointers and learn some things from this. Of course, if you guys know me, you know the key to any lift is your sock game's gotta be on point. All right, so a couple key points before we even get started. The first one, make sure you mobilize, okay? Especially getting a good front rack. So what I will do is attach a front rack mobility tutorial right below, so you can click that, watch how I do that. Do that prior to doing your clean and jerk. The other thing is the clean and jerk and the snatch are very technical lifts, okay? There is room for injury, so I suggest that if you really want to get proficient in these lifts is to hire a coach to work with you personally one-on-one. This is just merely a simple tutorial that will help get you in the right direction. If you guys are looking to push some serious weight, you will need a program custom to you as well as a coach who can be there to help you specifically. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna go over is where the grip should be on the bar, okay? So if you guys have a deadlift grip, I would go at least a fist width from there. So if this is my deadlift grip, I'm gonna go out a little bit, and then for me, I hook grip, but if you haven't hook gripped, just start with a regular grip until you get your hook grip ready to rock and roll, but that will come into play the heavier the weight gets. So from here, my arms are gonna be locked out and straight. All we want to do is work proper bar mechanics. Like I said before, all weightlifting is manipulating momentum. So from here, what I like to do, similar to the snatch, is just a jump and shrug drill, showing that the bar is going to stay nice and tight to my body. Okay, so first we're going to get into position one, which is the power position for the clean. So we're going to have our knees slightly bent, chest is going to be out, shoulders relatively back, arms are going to stay nice and straight. From there, we're going to do the drill we just did, except we're going to add the jump, shrug, and the catch. So what that's going to look like, and then you're going to stand, okay? So we'll do that a couple more times. Okay, so in position one, what we really want to think about is jumping, shrugging, and getting our elbows under the bar very fast, right into the front rack. So we do not want to pull the bar up and away from our body with our shoulders, okay? So jump and shrug, elbows under the bar as fast as we can. So something you may see will look like this. That's me using my shoulders, okay? We don't want that to happen. The next position I'm going to go over is above the knees, okay? So real quick before we get in there, when I take the bar and I bring it above my knees, I'm going to make sure that my shoulders stay over top of the bar, and then I'm really activating my hamstrings at this point in the lift. So from position two, guys, we're going to go down, and then I'm going to jump, shrug, and catch, feeling that bar come up my body, into my hips, and staying as close to my body as possible throughout the whole pull and into the catch. So it's going to look like this. Okay, so now that we established above the knee position, we're gonna go below the knee, which all the same principles apply for that position as well. Okay, so the last position we're gonna cover is the starting position on the barbell. So what I like to do is I like to approach the barbell. My feet will always stay hip width, okay, that's my jumping position. My catching position will be outside of my hips. So to start at hip width, it will cut right across the top middle part of my foot. I'm gonna get my grip, and then I'm gonna come down and stay nice and tight. I like my knees to touch the insides of my arms, and I'm gonna keep the weight evenly displaced in my foot. So a tip that you want to think about for your setup is always make sure when you get down into your setup that your knuckles are pointed down, okay? As we drive the bar up, we want to pull that bar into us, keep a nice straight line. So if our knuckles come out or down, it's going to pull the bar away, and that's going to mess up our bar path. So knuckles down, pulling the bar into the body. The next little tip I'll give you guys is when we pull, we want to make sure that our arms are locked out. I like to tell my athletes to keep your triceps nice and strong and flexed so that as we jump, we don't have any early arm bend and that our arms don't pull the bar. So what that would look like is we're gonna lock those triceps out, jump right underneath the bar like that. If we have them bent, you may see this, and that's way more muscle than we need. So we just wanna keep manipulating that momentum, locking them out, under the bar, jumping strong. So there you guys have it. Thanks for watching. I hope a couple of these tips will help you improve your power clean or teach you how to power clean. This is just the first video in the sequence to doing the clean and jerk. The next video, I'll work on the jerk techniques for the push jerk as well as the split jerk. And then the last video, we will put it all together. So like I said, this can be very complex, but I try to keep it as simple as possible. Hopefully you guys took one thing away from this and it will help you in your training.